I would first like to address a comment that someone from South Africa made. From this comment that he made, it's very apparent that he is grossly undereducated about my people and our history in America. And so he says, no, YT people took y'all on boats from here, meaning from Africa to America. So if y'all can show me one boat that we boarded to leave Africa and come to America, please do that. Because I've been looking for that for years. But I can show you ships that people got on to come to America. And those people that boarded the ships look nothing like me. You can clearly see these are immigrants arriving at Ellis Island. And they clearly stated in their false history that it was my people that came in Ellis Island. Here is yet another photo of other people, not mine, that came into America. They're immigrants. And last but not least, here is another photo. Shipped to freedom. Between 1892 and 1954, Ellis Island served as an immigration inspection station for millions of immigrants arriving into the United States. And you do not see one person who looks like me. Now, these people were fleeing persecution from Nazism in World War II. The 1948 Displaced Persons Act allowed them to resettle about 400,000 Caucasoids, or Anglo-Saxons, primarily from Eastern Europe, and they ended up becoming residents of the United States. Again, it's not my people. Now, he said that it was the Anglo-Saxon Caucasoids that brought my people to America. And clearly, when the explorers came to America, it says that the Caucasoids, the Europeans, Anglo-Saxons, when they first arrived, they saw what? They saw people who look like me. Okay, let's drop down to the second one. What does it say that when the explorers came to America, who they saw? They saw people who look like me. And then in this last paragraph, it says, so it was the Mongolians that actually came later, okay, to him, for those that want to say that my people are not the indigenous. So if the Mongolians aren't the indigenous, if the Caucasoids, Anglo-Saxons, are not the indigenous, then who's the indigenous of America? Okay, so let's drop down to the third one. It clearly states that when the Europeans arrived on the shores of North America, they encountered what? Negroid societies, right? Now, you said that they're the ones that built up America. They built up the economy. And it says, and the conquerors did not want to leave evidence behind of advanced Negroid cultures that exhibited systems of civilization. Did you read that? Read it again in the yellow. We had advanced societies. America was already built up when these Caucasoids came to America, and they destroyed the evidence of our advanced civilizations because they did not want anyone to see that we were an advanced people. They wanted to put out their narrative to the world that we were actually savages, which is what their narrative is that my people were savages. They encountered savages and they civilized us. But that's not the case at all. Many descriptions of the people of the Americas are people of a dark complexion. And even all the way down through the Caribbean and Central America, it clearly says in Panama, those people were also Negroid people. It was you, my friend, and your people in Skull Island, aka Africa, who were captured in America, the Americas, to include Canada and also the Caribbean and South America. You were captured and you people were sent to modern day Africa, not the other way around. My people in America are still at home. It's you people who were picked up and shipped throughout the world and dumped in modern day Africa. You had a lot of very derogative things to say about my people in America, but let me remind you of this. The illiteracy rate. 72% of the world's illiterates are where? Don't go there, my friend. You people do not know our history. And if you do, prove it. Show proof of all of your false claims. All you people do is regurgitate the false history handed down by the colonizers. How can the colonizers of both of us give us our history when you think about the things that they have done to both of us on both of our continents? But I realize this is the situation, and y'all probably can't even fully grasp who the colonizers are and the damage that they have done to both of us. I understand that a lot of you are not even on the level to be able to reason on that level. So I'll just wait for you to wake up, come up out of the matrix. Leave us alone. You do not know our history. We know very well who we are. We're the copper-colored indigenous people of America. It is my people in America who has paved the way for everyone who considers himself to be an immigrant, and also those that are non-white, to come to America to prosper, to make money, to be educated. Obviously, a lot of people are unaware of that. During the civil rights movements, my ancestors fought for equality. fought for freedom and for basic rights, which has led the way for many immigrants to pour into America and enjoy the things that my people fought for. But first, I want to call attention to the Caucasoids who were right there with us in our fight and our struggle every bit of the way. For us being prisoners of war, the ill treatment, slavery, civil rights movement, everything that we have been through, the good white people have been there by our side to help us, to assist us in these struggles and fights. And they lost their lives right alongside us. Yes, they risked their lives for our causes. And those are the Anglo-Saxons, the Caucasoids that I appreciate and I love. And I thank you very much if you happen to be watching and it was your ancestors who stuck their necks out for my people. Thank you very much. Because truly, I don't remember hearing about or even seeing footage of other so-called black people that look like me from other places around the world who actually assisted in that struggle and fight. And they're the ones that fight my people in America the most. And this man in South Africa is no different. He's showing his jealousy. He's showing his hatred and his jealousy. And if you click on his comment, it'll take you straight to his video.
At last, America, the land of promise. Ellis Island will be their first taste of the promised land. For many, their last.
President Kennedy said we are a nation of immigrants when landings were made at Jamestown or Plymouth Rock. Some of us are descended from those who were brought here unwillingly. But for the rest of us, we are here because we have ancestors who migrated or because we migrated ourselves.
In the decade between 1900 and 1910, the wave of immigrants reaches tidal proportion. More than 8 million fleeing the age-old specters of hunger and persecution, determined to carve a better existence. At last, America, the land of promise.